The perimeter of an isosceles right triangle is 18 plus 18 square 2 inches. What is the length in inches of the hypotenuse of this triangle? So we are dealing with a triangle that is both right and isosceles. So let's go ahead and draw a triangle that looks like that. So the two legs are congruent. And then we have the hypotenuse. This is our right angle. And we don't know the length of the hypotenuse, so let's call it x. And this triangle is isosceles. We know that the sum of all three angles is 180 degrees. And because the triangle is isosceles, the acute angles are congruent. So the sum of the acute angles will be 90 degrees, 180 minus 90. So each of them will be 45 degrees. So that's an isosceles right triangle. This is the case of a special right triangle, the 45, 45, 90, we call it. And there is a formula that connects the hypotenuse to the length of the leg. Now, the legs are also congruent because the triangle is isosceles. So let's call the length of the leg y. So if this is y, the other leg will also be y. And the formula that you need to apply here is the one that connects the hypotenuse to the leg, and that is given by x equals y square root 2. All right? Now, we're going to try to find y. We know that the perimeter is the sum of all three sides. So it's going to be y plus the hypotenuse, x, which is, in terms of y square root 2. So that is equal to 2y plus y square root 2. Now we can factor out the y. We have y times 2 plus square root 2. That's the perimeter. And we also know that the perimeter is equal to 18 plus 18 square root 2 inches. That's given. This is a linear equation with unknown y. We're going to solve this equation by dividing both sides of the equation by this quantity. So we have 18 plus 18 square root 2 divided by 2 plus square root 2. The denominator contains an expression with a radical sign. So we need to rationalize the denominator. We're going to do that by multiplying both the numerator and the denominator by the conjugate of the denominator. The conjugate of the denominator is 2 minus square root 2. So we're going to multiply both the numerator and the denominator by that quantity. Let's go ahead and put parentheses here. The reason why we are multiplying by this expression is because when we apply the difference of squares formula here, we are going to achieve a rational number. We're going to get rid of the radical sign in the denominator. We're going to deal with that later. Let's go ahead and apply the FOIL formula to multiply 18 plus 18 square root 2 with 2 minus square root 2. So we're going to multiply 18 by 2 first. So that's going to be 36 minus 18 times square root 2 plus 36 square root 2. And then finally, 18 square root 2 times negative square root 2 will give us negative 36. Over 2 plus square root 2 times 2 minus square root 2 will be 2 squared, which is 4, minus square root 2 squared, which is simply 2. 36 minus 36 is 0, so those two cancel each other out. So we have When we combine the like terms, here we are left with 18 square root 2 over 4 minus 2, which is 2. 18 divided by 2 is 9. So we have 9 square root 2. Now remember that y represented the length of the leg. We are to find the length of the hypotenuse. So we are coming back to this formula here, and we're going to replace y with 9 square root 2. So the hypotenuse will be equal to 9 square root 2 times square root 2. Square root 2 times square root 2 is simply 2, and 9 times 2 is 18. So our final answer is C.